We have made it down to Gweek, which is a tiny little village down in Cornwall, and we are going to go and check in to our little house that we've got here. I'm excited to be here. Are you?
Excited to see it.
Yeah, Dan's only ever really been to London, so to show him Cornwall and the Cornish coast and stuff is really exciting because it's something completely different. Dan is very scared this whole drive because the whole way here the roads are small, they're only enough to fit a horse and carriage, and that's what used to ride up and down these roads. I didn't want to drive down here without checking it out first because I came here 5 years ago and I don't remember what it's like. Hear the birds? Look how pretty. What do you think? It's cute, right? Now I have to figure out how we get in here. This is the side door. Are you ready?
Ready.
Let's go. Creaky. It's a stable door, so you've got to lock the top and the bottom. Let's show down the house. This is the living room. You know where the switches are for everything. This is the living room. So Dan, I have a question for you. Sit down here. Ooh, if I put this here. Oh my god, it's so funny because I'm wearing the same color. Does this look familiar?
You did your coming out video.
No, I made a video saying I'm starting YouTube, and this is the spot I sat in and made my first ever YouTube video. So I have created a YouTube channel, which is where I want to talk about my experiences over the past year. And then this is the kitchen. This is the old stairs, so that is a window, but you can go out. Little bathroom and a shower. This is the dining room area. This is the front door with the conservatory. Go up the stairs.
Cute.
This is the master bedroom.
Oh yeah.
Well, you nearly hit your head on the ceiling, man. Dan's not been in a house this small before.
Nope.
The ceilings are very small. Oh, this is another bedroom. In here. Whoa.
Whoa, very yellow.
Yeah, that is a yellow light, Dad. What are you doing?
Whoa.
Little window. Down there. Ouch, you hit your head. Yep, this is getting smaller. This
It's
is
like that movie.
This is the bathroom. It's a cute mirror. And this is our last bedroom. When I met Dan, after 3 months I came to the UK to visit my family. I stayed in this bedroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and this bedroom was so scary at that time for some reason, and I freaked out every night because I thought it was haunted, and I was texting you at night being all freaked out.
It's funny.
So it's funny that you're now sat in it 5 years later. Well, we're here, so we're going to have a relaxing evening after a long ass drive. We're going to pick you guys up tomorrow and take you around some of Cornwall and show you around and take you for a day out. We're awake. I'm awake. Dan's not awake yet. We're going to head on down into the town of Gweek, well, the village, it's not quite a town, and grab a cup of coffee. Dan's still sleeping, and yesterday when we were driving we didn't get any milk or anything, so we need something for coffee. But I decided I'm just going to go and get one because it's a 2-minute walk. So we're going to walk up the hill and then down into the village and grab our cup of coffee, and then we're going to go out and explore Cornwall for the day. I think we're going to head down to the Lizard, which will be the southernmost point of England, and then we're going to head on over to Kynance Cove, which is really beautiful, and maybe we'll take you guys over to Coverack, which is where I used to go on vacation every year when I was a little boy growing up, and show Dan that there's a beautiful harbour there. If you want to do something that's outside of London and see something that's a little bit different, maybe this video will show you what Cornwall has to offer, provided I don't get run over on these small little roads. So literally 2 seconds down the road and we're in the harbour. That's where the little cafe is, so we'll see how it looks. I'm excited to have a little coffee. And this
super cute cafe on the river. The tide must be out at the moment because the river is very low and all the boats are sat on the mud.
So since we've had this car, I've been wondering what this little plastic clip is for. I can actually use it because I've discovered what it's for. Look at that! Isn't that crazy? I have never seen that, and it's like stuck in your windscreen. So Kynance Cove is our first little spot. Down on the beach there, when it's high tide, you can't go down there because of it's full of water. So when it's low tide, you're able to. So we're gonna go for a walk over the downs, down into the beach. Made it to our first little spot where we can view the water down here. Very pretty. I can't believe that there are people swimming down there. That's so crazy. Maybe we'll put our finger in and see how cold it is, but there is no way in hell I'm getting in the water. It's way too cold for me. What about you? Gonna dive in?
Jump in.
You're gonna jump in?
Yeah.
It's very nice. The water's very blue. I don't remember it looking like this as a kid.
You don't?
No. I used to come here when I was like really little. I haven't been here for a very long time, but it's very picturesque. When you're a kid, you don't realize how pretty things are, but now you get a bit older and you get to appreciate it for what it is. It's very pretty. We are here on a lucky day. It is sunny, nice day. Not very often we get those here in the UK, so it's a good day to come and check it out. I couldn't help myself, but I had to get a Cornish fudge ice cream. Couldn't help it. Yeah, it's Cornish fudge ice cream.
75?
Dan got a mocha in a crazy little cup, and I got my little ice cream, so I'm enjoying this. Push to open, push it. Whoa. How does it work? How do you drink it?
That's just how you lock it. You drink it out of this.
I see. That is such a weird coffee cup. I thought you had to push to open like that and then you drink it out of there somehow. It's interesting. They don't want to ruin the image of the cottages here. So if you have a close look at the tiles up on the roof, you'll discover that they're actually solar panels made to look like tiles so that you don't ruin the aesthetic. So we're going to wander down to the beach now after I enjoyed my little ice cream. It's so funny that when we get down here, the smell of like the British coast, it brings back so many memories. It's like the seaweed and stuff. It makes me feel like I'm like literally 5 again. We're gonna head on up the stairs and go and have a look out at the coast over here. You coming? We were walking up the path, which is opposite the cafe, and it's super steep. They built it all into the wall of the hill. So sometimes it's rocks, sometimes it's just like sporadic, sometimes it's just dirt. So you don't really know if your footing's going to be good or not. We got so lucky with the sun today because it makes this water absolutely blue and gorgeous and turquoise. Summer in the UK, you get all these beautiful colours come out on the Cornish coast. You know, growing up I can't even remember ever seeing it this clear and this blue, so I'm really glad that I get to come back and re-experience that at my age and come down here and check it out. At my age I sound like I'm 70. It's really beautiful actually. I see why my dad loves it so much down here. Hope you guys are enjoying Kynance Cove. Once we've finished here, we're going to head over to the Lizard, which is going to be Land's End. I can't believe how beautiful the water is when the sun's out. I must have always come here when it's raining because I don't remember it being like this. It literally looks like the Philippines, but cold and less humid. This is a buttercup, Dan, and what happens is you put it under your chin, and if it's yellow, it means you like butter. Is it yellow? Let's see if I like butter. You got to put it under your chin. Can you see?
It's always yellow though. Is your chin supposed to be yellow?
It's yellow because it's a flower and it reflects the sun. But when you're a kid and someone says, "This is a buttercup, see if it's yellow," you like
The
butter.
flower or your chin?
Your flower, and then it reflects the sun, which makes your chin yellow.
That's what I'm saying. Which part is supposed to be yellow?
Your chin.
You didn't say that.
Yeah,
You just
I
said
did.
It. You said
You
it's
can-
supposed to be yellow. So
Your
I'm
chin
like,
is
what are you
supposed to be
talking
yellow.
about?
Is my chin yellow?
No.
I don't like butter then.
You're in the shadow.
I'm in the shadow. Alright, we made it up the top of that hill, and that was definitely a hell of a lot harder than the way down. We're going to jump in the car and we're going to drive over to Land's End and go and get some lunch. I think it's funny that British people come here and then sit in the car park with their chairs and their everything. Look at this. They're just enjoying the car park. They don't even need to go down to the beach. So bizarre. We made it down to the most southern point of England. There's some fishing boats out doing some fishing, catching the fish and chips for later. Wow, look at that. This is Britain's most southerly cafe. It comes with Dad's recommendations, so hopefully it's really nice and pleasant experience for us. We've got a seat at the cafe and I'm gonna have a baked potato with tuna and mayo. That underneath us that we saw, that's for the old lifeguard, and they used to have a boat in there, and then the channel thing that's coming out of it is what used to eject the boat into the water so they could go and rescue people if they get stuck. We ordered our food. I got my baked potato, but she was super grumpy, so they seem a bit rude here, so hopefully the food's good. No bathroom, no Wi-Fi, it's only for the card reader, and grumpy waitresses. So thank you.
Thank you.
Big rump. After here, we're probably going to head on over to Coverack. Alrighty guys, we got our food. I got the tuna jacket potato and Dan got an omelette with mushroom and cheese, which sounds delicious. We got some hot sauce too, so maybe we'll put a bit of that in our potato at some point. That would be nice. Also get a little bit of a salad and some coleslaw, English cucumbers. Also it has watercress on the top, which is interesting. Great, it's good.
It was actually really good.
Yeah, it was good food. Alrighty guys, we finished lunch and we are going to head on to Coverack. Alrighty guys, we made it down to Coverack. This is where I used to come on vacation every year as a kid. So we used to run from this harbour all the way around here and along there, all the way up to that shop there, which is called Brenda's, and that was our local shop. It was always fun running across there when the tide was low. We really enjoyed it, and we always used to stay at this one place called the Watch House. Look, they have a cute stained glass window, which is a fisherman catching a fish. So down this alleyway is the Watch House, and this is where we used to stay. So we used to go from the Watch House to that harbour, and then across from the harbour to the store, and that was like my little bubble, my little world. And there's a big seagull here looking at me. It's like, what are you doing? So this is the Watch House. And it's interesting because this is where, when I was growing up, all of my memories were, the best memories. There used to be dolphins out in the water. Sometimes you would see a whale or something go by, I think, or sea lion. Yeah, this is just everything about when I was a kid. So I'm taking Dan winkle picking in the rock pools around Coverack. The rock pools aren't very low at the moment because the tide's high, but when they are low, there's lots of them and you can find all sorts of marine life, but we're trying to pick off the winkles. I'm better at it than Dan, but I have done it a lot when I was young. Faster. See how they move? You've got to really whip it. There you go. Really fast. Did you enjoy winkle picking?
Sunburn now.
A little bit. So this path that we're going up now, this is where we used to get slow worms. Do you know what slow worms are? So slow worms are legless lizards. When I was a kid, I'd run around here trying to find them. So you could turn over the stones and stuff, and then a slow worm would be inside, and I would try and catch them. And I got quite good at it, and I became the slow worm catcher, and I would spend my days running around here trying to find slow worms to catch and bring home. So I'd have all these legless lizards, they look like snakes, and bring them back to the watch house and let them go on the front there where the table was. Tell you what, that was easier to climb when you were a kid. Get on the swing. Whoa, not very even. Squeaky. Squeaky old swings. It's really interesting that when you walk around somewhere where you're an adult, where you haven't been since you were a kid, how small everything is. This used to be huge, running across this grass and over there. It used to feel so far away from the watch house, and it wasn't very far at all. guys, we've made it back from our little adventures to Coverack, and we're going to walk down to the local pub. It's called the Black Swan, and we're going to have some food. If I could open the gate, it would help. We're going to go down the path instead of up the path. So this path is going to take us down to where the pub is, and also you can walk this way to the coffee shop. So I should have walked this way earlier because it's a bit easier and a bit quicker. Let's go get some food. I'm hungry. What should we get for dinner? What do you think we should have? I'll show you. So something that I've discovered since being here, and I need to cross over the road to show you, is it's very interesting, is that no longer are they phone boxes, but now they're defibrillators. So if you need something in an emergency, look for a red phone box, and then you'll be able to find the defibrillator. So we walk literally 2 seconds and the pub is right here, the Black Swan. This is where we're gonna go and have some dinner. I'm gonna have a look at this menu and see what there is and get some food. The last time I ate here was with Dad 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Did I come here 3 years ago? No. 5 years ago. I ate here 5 years ago with Dad. 2019. Wow. Well, one of the flights was broken on the dart, and I went to pick it up off the floor and pull the dart out the board, and Dan threw a dart at me and nearly chopped my hand off. Not good. But we can play darts in the pub, so I'm going to play a round of darts. We're going to play 301. You remember 301? We just played it with our friend. Yeah, there's chalk on the board. So we got chalkboard and there's chalk. Who do you think is going to win darts? Let's give it a whirl. Whoa, I did great. I got a triple, a double, and a single. I got a good score. Alrighty guys, let's see what Dan can do. Is Dan gonna be any good at this? Oh, I didn't get it before. Alright, Dan's got the first bullseye of the night, can you believe it? But I'm winning. Our food's here and we're still playing, but I want to eat my food before it gets cold. I got my chicken burger. Dan's got a steak burger. He's gone to ask for the ketchup. And I'm hungry.
Is everything okay for you, babe?
Yeah, great, thank you. It's so funny, when British people talk to me, I become British again. I feel like I have an accent and then someone British will say something to me and I'll be like, yeah, it's alright, thank you, and talk English again.
Oh my goodness.
You won.
And right when I won, I said, I'll probably get it.
Yep, you won. Dan beat me at darts. He managed to get a double three. What are the odds? Good job. Well done.
Thanks, babe.
You succeeded. Can you believe it is 8:30 p.m. right now? Look how bright it is outside. What the hell? Summer in England. Sunrise is at 5 a.m. Sunset's at like 10 p.m. So you get such long days, which is great because you get to wander around and see everything and you don't have to stress about the sun going down, which is nice. It's the worst part about going somewhere and knowing that the sun sets. Like in Philippines, the sun would always set at like 5 p.m. These things are sticky things. Did you get one?
They're sticky because
And throw it on people.
it doesn't give me a weird...
Get it.
Got blades.
I can't believe how big the weeds and everything are here. It's crazy. Then can't believe I walked in the grass.
Scary.
Why? Like what?
Whatever. Snakes.
There's no such thing as snakes in England. Well, we do get one snake, we get an adder, but there's no chance of that being here. One thing's for sure, there's a murder of crows here in Gweek as we look at this crazy little barn. A murder of crows and a murderer's barn. Like a horror movie is based out of that. Once we get back to the house, take a shower, relax and go to bed. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of our adventures in life, I guess, and enjoyed coming around Cornwall with us. We'll see you in the next episode. Take care, guys.